Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urius Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, it's time for another installment of the Doctor's Spell Prognosis. And today we're talking about the cantrip Spell the Dying, also known as a 0-level spell. And what can we say about Spare the Dying? Well, first off, I give it a solid B. It is pretty necessary for a party to use. You will find yourself using this quite often if you have someone in the party that can use it. And that is why I say it is sort of necessary. Okay, there are good things and bad things about this. I would probably give this a higher grade if for a couple of things, but we'll talk about those. Okay, first off, it's a cantrip. It takes one action. It is usable by clerics and artificers, so it's very limited in the classes that can use it. But often almost every party has a cleric or an artificer in it. I've played with very few groups that don't have one of those two in them. And if you are playing a cleric, you probably should take this. Unfortunately, and this is why I give it a B, its range is touch, and that can be an issue. Because you might not be able to get towards the individual who has gone down. But it's verbal and somatic, which is good. It's instantaneous. Its school is necromancy. There's no attack or save effect. So you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, and when you got a party member that goes down, you got to get to them and give them that first aid. There's that golden hour. You got to get them. The creature becomes stable, so they stop making death saving throws. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs, so if you got an animated undead, they're going down, so be it. And constructs, no. So, I give it a B again, because it has a range of touch. It's a cantrip, so you can cast this over and over and over again, and it can save your party pretty tremendously by stopping somebody from dying. And especially for low-level parties where raise dead and things like that are not a choice. And there's not, in D&D 5th edition, there's not a lot of out-of-combat healing, and this also becomes a very important cantrip to have if your character is out of their healing spells or out of spell slots to cast heals, to take care of somebody who is gone to 0 and is in the dying condition, and they need to get to the stable condition so they're not dead. Now, I would probably give this a solid B+ or an A- if that range area was not touch, if it was longer than that. Fortunately, there is a way to squeeze the juice out of this and get this to work a lot better, and that is if you are a Grave Domain cleric, because a Grave Domain cleric gets this thing called Circle of Mortality, so you gain the ability to manipulate the line between life and death. When you would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a creature with a spell at 0 hit points, you instead use the highest number of possible for each die. In addition, you automatically get this one. You learn Spare the Dying, which doesn't count against the number of cleric cantrip choices you make or that you know, and it has a range of 30 feet, and you cast it as a bonus action. That is, and I've played a Grave Domain cleric, and that is tremendous. That is stupendous. That is superfragilistic expialidocious. It is totally awesome to go, I stabilize you as a bonus action from 30 feet away, go. And then I heal you for a healing word for full hit points, go. When it's combined with this, it is truly awesome, and I would move that grade up to a good solid B+ or an A-. All right, that's what I got for you today. I hope you appreciate it, and I will catch everybody later.